Hey, Adam. Hey, Steve. Hey, Adam.
Hey, Steve.
This is all brand new. Where are we? The Experience Milwaukee podcast. Now, in 2025, once a month, with super cool segments on all kinds of topics that are important to you Milwaukeeans, all presented by Summerfest and Crescent 9 THC, legal THC Seltzers. We've got it verified, bringing you everything about Milwaukee you'd want to know for the month of January.
Heck yeah. Let's run through that roster we've got rolling right now. We're in the corner with Milwaukee Admirals star player Cal O'Reilly.
Woo!
Followed up by the Milwaukee Tech Scene, sponsored by Invisia. And that's going to be with Wisconsin's very own Nadia Johnson, founder of Milwaukee. Milwaukee. I knew I was going to do it.
There's so many Milwaukees in there, and now you got to say
just
Milky.
don't say Milwaukee a lot.
Yeah.
Milky Way Tech Hub founder. Then we'll hit all of the amazingness that's going on in the month of January with the Visit Milwaukee calendar. Woo-hoo! And end on a really, really bright note with our friend Kate Pociask from the amazing event Winter Break that will be hitting up 2 weekends this year in February. So stay tuned.
You know, the woohoo sounds, it's startling how much it sounds like me, but it's a sound effect.
Yeah, that was definitely a sound effect.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
It's a beautiful sound we've been waiting to hear.
Hey, Cal, what's happening?
Not much. Just finished practice over here.
I can't, dude. I cannot believe Adam, my co-host here, is can probably vouch for this kind of excitement. Like, we've been looking forward to talking with you, kicking off this In the Corner with the Milwaukee Admirals feature on the show every month here, and no one could do it better than Cal O'Reilly.
Well, thanks for having me.
Cool. So Adam does not play hockey, nor does he know much about hockey.
So my basic, this is going to be really, really fun for me this year because I know nothing.
You're going to learn a lot.
Everything I hear is going to be like the most amazing thing I've ever heard. Because I have a thirst for knowledge, and it's just, hockey's just never been it's never been something that I've been in my wheelhouse. I don't have any family that play hockey or anything. So I'm very excited.
Yeah. Cal, I grew up watching the Oilers, and I grew up watching the Red Wings when Gretzky and Yzerman were playing.
Yep.
So that's sort of my context. Yeah. And I've been a fan my whole life and have played, and I am proud to say I'm a contributing member of my beer league hockey team.
There you go.
So, but hey, enough about us and our lives. This is about you and the Admirals. Let's jump into it right away. Super interested in just giving the listeners a little bit from your take, your perspective. You've seen a lot of hockey. You've been with this team before and back again. What's your sort of gut feel on, because there's of course the standings, there's the games and everything, but your gut feel sort of on the chemistry, what you like about the chemistry of this team this year.
Well, yeah, I mean, when I came in last year, could tell right away that it was a great group, really close group. Guys have fun coming to the rink. They enjoy each other. They have great relationships. When we do things, it's a big group, if not the whole team's out together. We do the Halloween party and Christmas party and stuff together.
That's cool.
And for me, good teams that I've been on, that's where it starts. And those are usually the better teams, or the teams that are close off the ice. And especially in the American League, where it's a lot of younger guys and not as many guys have wives and kids. So last year, that was a big thing for us. And yeah, this year, got a lot of change. There's a lot of new guys, but it's still that same feel in that department with the kind of group in this locker room. And, it's really fun coming to the rink, and we just have a great group, a bunch of good kids and it's a good mix of some older guys. And it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Adam, you had a question Adam did study up a little bit about the fun that happens in front of the net.
Yeah.
Okay. two things. One, what sort of and I knew this going in, like, well, swearing's probably going to be a big thing here. What goes on when you have scrums? Like, what's happening in there? Are you guys like, hey, you guys going to Chili's after? What's happening? Or is this just
very
like
much of that? And to be honest, I'm not usually the guy getting in the scrums.
Yeah.
I'll get in there when a teammate is, but I'm not usually the one chirping.
Uh-huh.
So maybe Kyle Marino or some other guys would probably have a little more insight on them, but I am out there for them. A lot of times, it's someone does a cheap shot or touches the goalie late or something dirty happens, and then the pushing, the shoving, and the chirps start. And I'm not too usually involved in the chirping stuff, but usually, yeah, a lot of bad words are said, and it's can get pretty heated.
From a fan's perspective, okay, we see it happening. We see the pushes, maybe a little nudge or push on the face or helmet, but how does that stuff sort of carry through the game? Is it sort of, do the players see it more as a fun part of the game, or do some people get pretty pissed off, and how does it carry out when, like, trash talking, even in a friendly kind of way?
It can happen, but for the most part, the games are so important and it's so fast and things happen quick that you got to kind of move on and get ready to keep playing. And if something really dirty happens on the ice, usually that gets settled pretty quick.
Yeah.
The tougher guys on each team will settle that stuff right down. Then it's kind of done because, you're trying to win the game and you don't want to take a penalty or do something that's going to hurt your team and put the other team on the power play. So like you just can't get mixed up in all that, all the time, because, a lot of times the refs in those scrums too, they take what they see, or they take the second guy, or they take the first guy. And it doesn't even make sense all the time, but that's just how they call it. So you got to be careful in those.
Boy, that's more of a tightrope walk than I thought it was going to be.
It is. It really is.
Yeah. Whether it's strategic or just high passion and high drive and motivation. And, I suppose you put a bunch of guys on the ice that have,
and like
if need to win.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're unhappy with a guy, like, the good thing about hockey is if you want to get someone back, you can try and crush them with a clean body check.
Right. Right.
Sure.
Like you don't have to fight or start scrums. Like if you can get them back. So that's part of the game too.
What's interesting is, like you said, the second guy in often gets it, but I love, sometimes it's funny to see when a guy gets called on a penalty, he's almost sometimes trying to bait the guy into getting a matching with him,
Happens all the time. They'll do a little cheap shot, like in your ribs or your back, a little cross check or something just to get you going. And then you retaliate, and then you're the one getting the penalty because the refs didn't see it.
Yep. All right, Cal, I got a couple of fun ones for you here. I'll take this next one, and you can take the Milwaukee one. But
okay.
I guess, Cal, what's anything different about this time around with the Admirals than the last time, and what you feel, kind of a vibe and in the crowd, or anything, the fans, turnout, all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm at a different point in my career, so it's a lot different that way. I'm here now with my wife and 4 kids, and we're not, I'm not living downtown, and so that aspect's all different. But hockey wise, that was a nice thing about coming back, was there's a lot of familiar faces in the organization with Nashville and here in Milwaukee with their staff and like the corporate staff, like, and that side. So I knew a lot of people, Harris, obviously. So that made that really easy. And the culture and, the kind of people they bring in here is very similar to what it was. What they try to do to help us, help our families, our wives, our girlfriends is like, it's top notch. Harris does a lot of things for us with going to Bucks games or Brewers games. Like he just gets us free tickets all the time.
That's awesome.
Oh
yeah, we get treated so well here. That part it was great. I had an idea it would be like that coming back, but just to see it and be a part of it again, it's amazing. It's not like that everywhere.
That's cool.
I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
And as long as we're talking about here, what are some of your favorite things in Milwaukee, around Milwaukee, and like, I don't know, you kind of said it before, but what are your favorite things about living in Milwaukee? Or in
I think it's, even from back when I was 20 years old playing here, I always had a soft spot for Milwaukee. I always thought it was a great city for great food. It's a major league city with all the sports. You're on the water. Obviously there's pubs and bars everywhere if you want to go have some beers. Like it's a beer drinking city, and it's just it's a great place to live. Like now we're out in Mequon now. We love it out there. It's close enough to come into the city, but we had to me and my wife come down a lot downtown for date nights when we get a sitter. And my favorite restaurant, Calderon Club, right by the rink.
Oh yeah.
It's been here forever. Like authentic Italian. Gino there, the owner, he remembered when I came back in after how many years I've been gone. And, so we like doing that. And then, you get great music here. You still get big concerts. And,
Right.
I went and saw my favorite band, a Canadian band, Dallas Green City in Color. We know those guys pretty good, me and my brother, but, they were playing at Pabst Theater about a month ago, or maybe longer, but like they came to town, got to go see that show. Like it's just a very nice place to live.
Did your brother come over to see the band?
No, like because he was up in Nashville, but he saw them. And they were in Nashville too, so he
nice.
saw them there too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, nice! You both got to see him.
Pabst is a great spot to catch a show.
yeah.
too.
Like that was my first time there, and that venue was awesome. It was so cool and sounded amazing. And I went after the show. I went down and saw them. Saw them behind stage, and like you go like under the stage almost, and there's like this room where the bands like hang out, and like it's such a cool room, like old, and just it was so cool.
That's awesome. Well, you know what else is cool? You, and it's awesome to talk to you.
Seamless transition.
I've had some decent seats at the Admirals games, and just kind of watch you, between shifts or between action on the ice when commercial breaks or whatever, and you just have this intensity about you out there on the ice, and you're just like kind of looking like you're ready to go all the time, and I love it. And I didn't quite know what to expect, and this was awesome having a little bit of time with you today.
Yeah, of course, anytime, no problem, guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, man. Take care.
Yeah, you too, guys.
All right, see ya.
Yeah, thanks, Cal.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, Adam.
Hey, Steve.
You know what we should do after that amazing talk with Cal is Cal O'Reilly from the Milwaukee Admirals. Let's give away. We just did a photo shoot, you and I.
We sure did.
And we got a couple of jerseys to use for that photo shoot. We didn't sweat too much in them.
I like that you said not too much.
Not too much. The lights
There
were
was definitely
pretty
sweat.
warm.
It's just not a lot. Yeah.
And we had t-shirt buffers, so it wasn't on our bare skins, our bare dad bods.
Yeah. We didn't bare dad bod all over those jerseys.
But let's give away those two jerseys. One is an L, one is an XL. If you text jersey, listeners, text the word jersey to 414-338-8911 by Sunday, January 5th at 5 p.m., you will be entered to win one of those jerseys, and winners will be randomly selected and notified by Monday, January 6th.
That's right. Shirts off our back.
Shirts off our backs.
Text 414-338-8911 by Sunday, Jan 5 p.m. Central Time.
Central.
If I get 5 p.m. Eastern, I swear to God.
You're out.
Actually, 5 p.m. Eastern would be 4 p.m. Central. So
you're still
all right,
being,
West
I guess.
Coasters.
Yeah, nice
I'm gonna
work
need
with
you
the
to
math
do it.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But text jersey, Jersey. Jersey. That's how you spell Jersey.
Score one for the good guys.
All right. Nadia, how are you?
Fantastic.
Happy 2025. Adam, we're back with another segment on the show.
We sure are.
This time we're talking tech, Milwaukee's tech scene, which is vibrant and growing, and so much attention is being put on it. Sponsored by Invisia, our great friends over there. And today, this month, we are catching up on the state of tech in our great state. Get it? State of tech in our great state. Bump. With Milky Way Tech Hub founder Nadia Johnson. Nadia, you are always so gracious to join us and talk things tech, but we can talk things not tech if you want to as well today. Adam, what do you think about tech?
I think it is in our everyday lives.
Yes.
And I don't know how to get away from it,
I don't.
or if we should.
I try. My daughter we had to take her car in early today, and she locked her phone in her car. She was dropping her keys in the drop box at the car mechanic place. And the keys were already in the drop box, and she realized her phone was locked in her car, and she was angry. And
How long is it going to be gone for?
just for probably today, but
Just the day?
yeah.
That's a long time to be without your phone.
That's a long time without tech, especially when
She
you're
can
16.
go on a tablet or a laptop.
She
can't
has an
she?
iPad. She's fine.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Anyway, enough about my boring life. Nadia, thanks for joining us. And can you just... I think people know you're in a lot of stuff. And can you just give us kind of the high level of what organizations around tech that you're involved in and sort of their high level purpose?
Sure, yeah. So, you mentioned I am founder of Milky Way Tech Hub. And so the overarching goal of Milky Way is to realize a vision where Milwaukee is a leading tech destination. We focus on STEM education, workforce, and entrepreneurship. This initiative, it affords me the opportunity to work with incredible organizations statewide and regionally, and these days nationally, to advance that narrative. And so one organization that I absolutely love is IC Stars. They're an incredible employment agency where they take individuals with what I guess you can consider non-traditional routes and routes in tech and help them to gain job placement and support their overall career. And so I've been a great advocate of IC Stars, and it's always funny, just Milky Way, IC Stars. It's like a perfect partnership.
Nice. And you hinted at it. Statewide, nationwide, you're being called by the highest of government and elected officials to come and represent various aspects of tech from this great city of Milwaukee to represent perspectives around that. That's awesome. Can you share any more of how top secret that is?
Yeah, what's your security clearance now?
That's funny. You know what? It is an honor to represent Milwaukee's tech ecosystem, especially in different places like the White House or other branches of government. And I think that it kind of just shows that there is incredible momentum here in our tech ecosystem, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Did you ever think when you were a little kid you'd be doing all this stuff?
Oh, even 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think that I would be in this position. I started my tech career fairly late compared to folks these days. I was in my mid-20s when I started to get into tech, early to mid-20s. And so I'm just so grateful to see how the field of technology has afforded me so many different opportunities to truly impact my community and the world.
That's so cool.
Oh, love it.
Adam, do you remember when we recorded for Summerfest Tech out in this? Maybe I know it was sunny, but it may not have been super warm.
Yeah, it's the time we always go back to because that was when Lena drove us around on the golf cart and you thought
like
you were
a
gonna die.
mad woman.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like
And-
drives like
and
a
it
mad
will- I
woman,
mean-
Nadia.
She was just going fast, and I think it was uncomfortable for Steve because he was on the back.
I was
And
scared,
he couldn't
hanging on
see-
for my
he couldn't
life.
see where we were going. He just felt the turns.
That's
Yes, I do recall that.
I was hanging on to that cart like you
We're
hang
still
on to the
talking
sky
about it.
glider. It was
That's real fear. That's real fear.
all right. So Nadia, Adam and I get to jump into tech here and there because of this podcast and Summerfest Tech and our relationship there. And but we also had a chance to kind of pop into a couple of things around this thing you do no big deal, just statewide, which is Wisconsin Tech Month. And how did that go this recently past year of 2024?
It was in October, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tech Month is in October every single year. It was incredible. Another successful year of bringing together, unifying our a statewide ecosystem. We started in 2021, and in 2022, I found Latinos in Tech and brought them in as co-hosts of the effort to support our effort in reaching as many folks and demographics as possible. And since then, we've been able to really expand our reach and our impact. This year, I think we had something close to like 120 plus events across the state in the month of October. And we also expanded regionally this year. So we had our Midwest Tech Week, which was, I believe,
Oh, that's
fourth
right.
week of the month. Yeah, and that was super exciting. Just to sort of scratch the surface on what does it look like to build bridges between our neighboring tech hubs. And while I mentioned Milwaukee has a ton of great potential and a lot of great momentum, I think that it's always helpful when you can collaborate with other successful tech hubs that are reaching milestones either quicker or before us. Kind of gain some insight on how we can create similar models, but also tapping into what makes us unique as a tech hub.
Brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant. Thank you. We try. I'm looking forward to continue to expanding on that Midwest regional effort. This year, it's just crazy to say this is our fifth year.
2025. Yeah.
2025.
So before we get into 2025, this is kind of a side question based on what you're talking about and what I see you doing in the community, but do you think there's a lot of talk of tech in this city? Do you think your organizations and your events and your partnerships with other groups, are y'all hitting the people that need it the most?
Well, I think it just depends on who you're talking to, and what it means for a group of people to actually need technology the most. In my opinion, right, just seeing how technology is advancing with artificial intelligence and different emerging technologies, I see how different jobs in the workforce is going to be impacting specific demographics, specifically marginalized communities. And so I can proudly say that the work that Milky Way Tech Hub does and every single one of our corporate members and organizations that partner with us work tirelessly to address the different disparities within the technology industry, specifically some of the systemic barriers.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I would say that we are working very hard to make sure that technology is accessible, the education is accessible to demographics that need it the most.
Adam,
I get why you have this security clearance.
Right? Are you come on now? That was a curveball question with I don't know what Nadia, we're dumb. So we don't know how to say things like the things you say. I was spelling Jersey earlier with a G.
That was really rude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you see
talk about knocking it out of the park.
You see what you're dealing with here?
We were on a roll. We're running through this copy we have to do, and he's like, "Yeah, text Jersey. That's G." Wait,
that's kind of funny.
Not if you're me.
We're nailing it today.
Yeah, right. All right. So you hinted at 2025. What's exciting? What's coming up? What are you seeing for this state or this Midwest area for in tech around 2025?
Well, I had mentioned already, I'm excited about expanding our Midwest partnerships.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also like to give a shout out to Midwest Founders Community. I think they're doing a great job of creating a community of startups, whether they be aligned to technology or tech adjacent.
Sure.
And so I'm looking forward to working with them more closely to figure out how we can continue to build those bridges regionally. I know that there's different organizations that are changing up their leadership. And so I'm looking forward to new leadership and new faces in our tech ecosystem and finding ways to build more routes for collaboration. And I don't know, I think that some of the incredible news from last year with Microsoft investment in our AI workforce. I think there's a lot that we can anticipate in the AI space. I don't know. We've been kind of battling internally whether or not we're going to have the theme of Wisconsin Tech Month be AI again. But I think that, it's still very much a hot topic, that along with quantum. So be on the lookout for more discussions around that.
Well,
It is hard to get around AI.
it is.
Big sexy right now, at least from where I've seen, is AI agents, where you task an artificial intelligence or whatever it is to do something for you, and it goes and does it for you. I've seen a lot of that, and obviously for specific purposes, like find me the most
something.
comprehensive
Yeah.
healthcare plan for the cheapest price.
I just help it find me like new shoes and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
New
We're gonna
shoes.
see.
New shoes, prof. Nadia, don't ask me how to spell some of the things you said, but keep doing the great things you're doing. The city in this state are better off for all of your work. So thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you both.
All right.
Thanks,
See you
Nadia.
later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Adam, you know what time it is?
I believe it's time for us to peruse the
Peruse.
Visit Milwaukee calendar
Calendar
and talk about the events that are coming up this month.
of events for the month of January 2025. Yeah, so this is awesome. Another new segment this year, which is what's coming up this month in Milwaukee, our favorite city, on the Visit Milwaukee calendar. Visit milwaukee.org/events. Go check it out yourself. So much stuff. I mean, Adam, I started going through this the other day, and there's so much live music, brewery tours,
Yeah, we
trivia
can't-
at pubs, events at Milwaukee Admirals, Bucks, all this. Like, yes.
And there's no way we're getting anywhere near a comprehensive list to you right now. But what we will do is give you some highlights.
Yeah.
And hopefully one of those will pique your interest and you'll go to it.
And check out more. Check
And
out
check
more.
out
Go to
even
the
more.
website because there's like hundreds of events this month.
Yeah. I mean,
Hundreds in
I'm sure
31
there's
days.
lots of fitness inspired events
Yeah.
happening as well.
Meh,
With everybody doing dry January or trying to, I know.
I know.
Get
That's
off
not
the
for me.
sauce
It's not
for a
for
month.
me.
Except for Steve.
All right.
All right, let's just here, I'll throw the first one out there for you.
Do it.
January 9th through the 12th is the Midwinter Gaming Convention. It's at the Ingleside Hotel in Pewaukee.
Yep.
It's going to be non-digital gaming of all types. So family events, board games, creator-run tabletop role-playing games like D&D, stuff like that. Live-action role-playing events, miniatures, and probably a ton of cool stuff you can buy or sell.
Yeah. Or
At this
just
event.
check out and see what you want to do.
Or just wander around.
Wander around. Look
Yeah.
at people. Gamers. Talking about you gamers. All right. Yes. So that's January 9th through 12th. Check it out. Here's what I like about January 10th. Playdate with art. Get to the Milwaukee Art Museum. Make a frame, decorate a frame that you can hang in your house. Be artistic. Anyone's an artist. Go there and check it out. It's going to be super fun and family friendly.
Speaking of not family friendly,
Yeah.
the New York Sour Cocktail class and tasting at Central Standard.
Dude, this
Craft
one
House
makes
and
my
Kitchen.
mouth water.
This one sounds really good. This one's on January 15th. So they have a fun interactive cocktail class where you're going to learn how to make a New York Sour, which is a classic cocktail with a modern twist. It's going to be whiskey, lemon juice, simple syrup, topped with striking red wine.
It's
I don't know if that-
striking.
I don't know if the wine's going to hit you back. I don't know. Probably with alcohol. But then, of course, I mean, they're going to do a little networking beforehand. They're going to do a spirit flight, and they'll probably give you a little bit of what Central Standard started out as.
Yeah.
You might actually remember Central Standard from the sweet, hilarious viral video they just put out with our buddy Charlie Barons.
Yeah. Your buddy. I don't know him.
Yeah, I talked to him.
You talked to him at our party we had.
Yeah.
So that is January 15th. January 16th, don't forget,
Nobody forget this. This is the most important one on the list.
it's my birthday.
Steve's birthday is January 16th.
Yeah, so send me
Tell
a card
everyone.
with money in it.
Yeah. He doesn't want gifts, guys.
No, I want money.
He just wants money.
January, I think it's the 17th through 19th and 22nd through the 26th or what.
Okay.
Anyway,
couple
get the
weekends.
exact dates on this one on the site at visitmilwaukee.org/events or just Google Milwaukee Boat Show at State Fair Park. But go buy some boats, sail them out, run them out on the water this summer. Get some boats, people, at the Milwaukee Boat Show at State Fair Park.
Absolutely. Boat and boat-related items.
Yeah, they're there for a while.
Speaking of the 17th,
Yeah.
that same weekend is Winter Gallery Night, MKE, presented by the historic Third Ward Association.
Woo.
So the Gallery Night, yeah, I know. Gallery Night is Milwaukee's original gallery hop event, uniting the city through art. So you'll go through all sorts of different culture in Milwaukee while you discover local galleries, art, and artists. It's a free 2-day event. They do this quarterly. So I'm sure there's going to be another one coming up in April, May-ish. And it gives you an opportunity to buy original art, dine in. Well, you're going to dine in, but not at those art galleries, probably.
Sometimes they have snacks.
Around local restaurants and bars. And of course, other unique shopping you can do.
You can do all kinds of stuff.
All sorts of stuff. And they usually run around in the evenings.
And it gets
or in
pretty
the evening
busy.
on Friday and all day Saturday.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then the 20th, two things. One, the 20th is MLK Day, and there's a MLK Day of Community presented by 41 Floral. Check out the creative and joyful celebration of Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy. You can write your own poem on a vintage typewriter, which how cool is that? You get a free stem from their Build Your Own Bouquet bar. I mean, this is awesome sounding. And complimentary tea from Honeybee Sage at 41 Floral. There's a 4 in there, and it's Laurel, and it's hard for me to figure this all out.
You
But
kind
check
of
'em out.
nailed the pronunciation, though, 'cause that is
41
not hard or not easy
Floral.
to do. 41 Floral.
But this is a cool thing because this holiday, I know a lot of people get out and about in the community to do things. And this is really a purposeful kind of event, especially when you throw in vintage typewriters here in Milwaukee, which is got some long-standing historical connections here. But get out and about on January 20th and celebrate this day. I think
Love
you've got.
it.
I think you've got one that is one of my favorites.
One-up you,
Yeah, this is
but,
one of my favorites.
but January 22nd, Colorado Spirits dinner with, yes, a star celebrity, William H. Macy. I can't believe this. So William H. Macy is going to be in Milwaukee for an evening of what I guess this would be a one of a kind,
Yeah.
right?
Dinner and bottle signing.
There's no way this is just happening.
Yeah.
No big deal. So one of a kind spirits dinner, and bottle signing event.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody remembers William H. Macy, but I'll just throw a TV show out there that I remember him from, Shameless.
Never heard of
Turns
it.
out he's also a whiskey enthusiast. He
Yeah.
was an alcoholic on the show. I don't think those are related.
Now he's spokes dude.
Yeah, but now he's a spokesdude for the renowned Woody Creek Distillery. So guests will enjoy an intimate evening with a distinctive 4-course meal from executive chef Mark Weber. And Macy's going to share some captivating stories. I bet he's got a billion of them
Yes.
from his career, and some insights into some Colorado living, which
There you go.
I'm a little like, okay, let's talk about it. Because I feel like Colorado can be a little like Wisconsin, but
Sometimes.
rockier,
Yeah. Oh,
bigger mountains,
A little healthier.
probably a little healthier.
Yeah. Who isn't though? Anyway, this is a ticketed event. Tickets are not, in my opinion, inexpensive, but this seems like it's worth the investment to go have some fun. Because guess what? Not only are you going to hang with a superstar, movie star, show star,
Yeah.
you get to hang at the Fister, which is an awesome place. So go do it.
Yeah, that's gonna be one hell of an event.
I'm thinking about doing it, to be honest.
Are you really?
Yeah, because I mean, it combines
It's whiskey.
my zero knowledge of the movie and television show world with my love for whiskey.
Yeah, sort of a win-win for you. Some comfort and discomfort.
All right. So, all right, people, all this and more can be found at visitmilwaukee.org/events. Go check it out for yourself. Pick one, get out and experience the city. Thanks. And thanks Visit Milwaukee for sponsoring this segment. Adam, the wonderful Kate Pociask is here today.
She sure is. Hi, Kate.
Hi. Hi, Adam. Hi, Steve.
Can I still call you Kate Pociask?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Why? Why would you not?
I don't
Supposed to
know.
call her KP.
KP? Cool
Kate the
Kate?
Great.
Oh,
Cool Kate?
Ooh,
my high
ooh,
school
Kate.
friends call me K-Po, but then I feel like J-Lo, like that,
Oh,
that whole thing came about, and I was like,
Yeah.
K-Po's. Oh, yeah. Damn.
Hey,
I
Adam,
don't I like K-Po, though.
Adam, bump up to 100 again when you can.
Got it, pal.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, pal. Kate, Adam, I'll tell you this story while you're fixing your volume.
Already fixed. Let's do it.
Perfect. Kate is we go way back because Kate was one of the first students hired at Sprinkler.
That's right. I heard this story
Yeah.
at Great Lakes Distillery
Yeah, so
over some cocktails.
there you go. Maybe too many, but
Probably.
it's not here or there. What? I don't know. Kate, I'm having some issues here today.
Steve's going downhill real
I think it's because I
fast.
haven't
I'm
eaten
gonna
enough
pick
today.
it back up.
Yeah. Anyway, Kate
gotta
is.
keep that blood sugar up, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need a Mountain Dew, I think. Kate, you're here to talk about this amazing thing called winter break. Adam, we sponsored it last year.
We sure did.
Yeah, we
and
did.
I thought we were sponsoring students getting to be done with school for a week.
Little
Lo
did
and
you know.
behold, a completely different
Little
thing
did
was
you
going
know.
on.
Yeah.
But it's still, I feel like it remains the same in spirit that you get excited for days off to go
Yeah.
do stuff that's cool.
Do it.
Absolutely. It's winter break, but for adults.
There you go. What?
Hey.
But what the heck is winter break, and how did this whole thing get started? Because it's becoming a movement here.
I like to think so. It's Winter Break is a weekend winter festival, and it's meant to coax people out of hibernation and into the outdoors.
Weekend winter festival.
Yeah,
All right, so-
this year
Yeah.
we're going to do 2 weekends in a row.
Ooh.
So February 8th, February 15th. And the eventual goal is that it, just takes up all of February, or like whatever the deep winter parts are that people have trouble getting through. Winter
Yeah.
break will be there to give some cool opportunities.
We always get cabin fever. It's winter is amazing until people get through the new year.
Yep.
And then I feel like January, it wears off a little bit. And by February, you're like, hey, you know what, winter? Up yours.
Up yours.
Yeah. Melt the
Absolutely.
lake. Bring me some heat.
Bring me some beer.
Yeah.
What I love is only one other festival in Milwaukee has more weekends than winter break. Otherwise, winter break has more weekends than any other festival in general. So,
Oh, dang. Are we talking
Cool is
about
Summerfest. Summerfest.
Yeah, Summerfest. I mean, being second to Summerfest,
Yeah,
not bad.
that's not bad for
Not
year
too
two.
shabby.
Not too shabby
Yeah.
for 2025. Bum, 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 bum. So what is happening this year for winter
sound
break?
machine's not working.
2020. Oh no, I can do it. I can do it, bro.
it's-
I can do it.
Great to me.
yeah, we're just
Oh,
just doing our own sound effects.
Wait,
for
Plug your ears, everybody. Winter
no.
break 2025.
There it is. There it is. Oh dear God.
that's the right energy. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get you that sound bite so that you can use that on your website. So when people
Oh.
navigate to the website,
Yeah,
it
just keep-
it
just-
does that.
just
It
keep
just
playing.
blasts
Never
their
stops.
ears.
Yeah.
put the volume
repeating.
at 400%.
Repeating.
Oh my
All
God,
right.
it's
Love it.
muted and I can hear it.
Some things,
So this year-
Kate, some things with this show have changed in 2025. Some things remain the same, which is my love of sound effects. All right. Sorry. Go ahead. 2025. What's happening?
That energy is the right energy. The wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. There you go.
Because this year we are going to be doing all sorts of unique outdoor activities that you can't do elsewhere. So we're going to be doing fat tire biking. Don't worry if you don't have a fat tire bike or if you've never even heard of fat tire biking, because Wheel and Sprocket is going to hook you up. They are bringing 5 fat tire bikes. So that means it's just like a bike with maybe double the width of a mountain bike's tire.
Dang.
And they handle really well in the snow. They say they handle really well in the sand. So they're bringing 5. Anybody can try them out. We're going to be doing dog sledding demos. If the weather permits, we're going to be giving out dog sled rides. We have winter surfing this year. We're going to be tracking winter critters, Nordic walking. And if we have enough snow, that just unlocks more activities. So we're going to be doing some snow sculpture, some snowshoeing, maybe cross-country skiing, all sorts of goodies.
I got.
What's the minimum amount of snow that you need for this?
Ooh.
I'll start doing my snow
For a
dances.
for a dog sled ride, you want to have, I don't know, I
Gotta
guess
have
I
at
would
least
say
a
like maybe
foot,
like,
right?
yeah, maybe a little less than that. That'll probably
Oh,
be
good.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But like for snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, yeah, that's all acceptable.
I have one thing to
Feel
say
like-
about all these amazing activities.
Is it?
God. You're right. You're right. Your love of sound effects has not
I
changed.
agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
Kate,
I started doing this in 2024.
yeah.
And over 200 people showed up. So that feeling, Adam, that you were talking about, where you just kind of like by February you're kind of over it. I think other people were feeling that too, and that was something like that was kind of the whole reason that I put this on in the first place. Because like I'm that person for sure. I'm not a winter lover, but I'm doing this because I'm trying to convince myself, my whole family has like seasonal affected depression, and we all try to like travel and go places, but like not everybody can travel. Like it's not in the cards all the time. So sometimes it's nice to just have something to do so that you can be like, oh yeah, it actually is kind of fun. When you're a kid, you're like, oh, snowman, but like as an adult you're like, oh, shoveling.
Ugh.
This
Ugh,
but
yeah,
it's like if you
driving.
just have like
Ugh.
a reason
Rush
to
hour.
have a little bit more joy inserted in your life, then it doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah. Well, that's
It's
a great.
such a great idea too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no losing on this idea, if that
No.
makes sense. Like if you don't suffer from seasonal defective disorder, whatever it's called, if you don't suffer from cabin fever like I do, then you can go do this stuff and it's still fun. But if you do, you can go do this stuff and it's still fun.
no one loses except
So
those
it's a
who don't
win-
do
No
it.
one loses.
Yeah.
So no
Win,
one's
win, win,
losing
win.
Yeah.
here.
There's got to be a sound effect for that, right, Steve?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Kate. There is a sound effect for that.
The year was 2025.
2025, and it was winter
February.
break. I looked over across the fire. I don't know how to stop this one, so I don't have any other.
Oh wow, it just keeps going.
Yeah,
So we just got to listen to it.
I guess so.
Kill that sound effect. If you
All right, I figured it out.
I was going to say,
I
if you
figured
press
it
that
out.
again, if you press it again, does it stop or does
Yeah.
it start over?
Last time, one of them, I hit the X and it deleted it, and I was really hurt. It's mad.
Yeah. That's a real bummer. Maybe you should hit the X on all of them.
Anyway, 2 weekends of fun. Where the heck are these things happening? How do people learn more? How do they get their butts off the couch and over there?
Yeah. All right. So we're going to be hanging out in Milwaukee County Parks and in Havenwood State Forest. And if people want to learn more about what's going on when, they can find us on Instagram at WinterBreakMKE, on Facebook as Winter Break Milwaukee, or head over just to the website, winterbreakmke.com.
And if you want to sponsor or get involved as maybe a volunteer, somebody that's going to usher people to the fat tire bikes or something,
Absolutely.
How can you do that?
Yeah, give some
I
money.
need to build up a shoveling squad of volunteers, and I definitely need to find people to help pay for this event. I see it as like a sustainable part of Milwaukee's event calendar for the year. I want to keep this coming back. So that's why I'm seeking sponsorships, especially for companies that are, experiencing like if you've got trouble recruiting, especially in the winter, or just like winter is a bit of a downtime for you, yeah, I want to talk. Head over to the website or email me directly at kjpociask@gmail.com. That's kjpociask@gmail.com.
Ask is in the name, guys.
Yeah. So ask her
ask
anything.
those questions.
Yes. How to give money, send money.
Yeah.
Well, this is an awesome thing you're doing, and we appreciate you joining us for a little while. Adam, we should maybe find our way over there.
We're
this
gonna
February.
we're gonna go to this event, obviously.
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 Yeah.
What are you
It'll
most
probably-
excited about?
Being outside during winter, honestly, it sounds so dumb, but being outside during winter, because I feel like when we hit winter, all we do is we go places and we immediately go inside.
Mhm.
You know, you go from inside to inside because it's cold or whatever. But if you dress for the weather and go outside and get some fresh air, it feels so damn good.
I just-
Absolutely.
That's truly what I'm looking forward to most. Like, I don't know if I'll do any snowshoeing.
Yeah. Or bike riding.
I'll
or
probably do some hiking. I may try
You're
the
a
bike
hiker.
out for funsies. I am a
Yeah.
hiker, yeah.
Mm,
But
lovely.
honestly, that's what I'm most excited about. It's just like a really good excuse to go outside.
That's awesome. And we'll have ways for people to warm back up too. Like we'll have like tea tasting and, hot cocoa. There'll be bonfires. There'll be an indoor section just
cool.
in case, keep everybody safe and warm.
Yes. Oh, love it.
Kate thinks of it all, Adam. Don't have to worry
I know
about
she
that.
does. Are you gonna do a cold plunge this year too?
The winter surfing is very tempting. I think I just have to get it approved by a cardiologist and then I
There you
should
go.
be
Oh,
all right.
okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Not everyone has to get it approved by their cardiologist. Kate is like superhuman.
Overachiever, above and
Yeah.
beyond.
And
Thinks of everything.
well, you can tell your story if you want, Kate, but
Last year I had open heart surgery. I counted on the calendar yesterday. It was 103 days in between going in for surgery and throwing the first ever winter break event.
what the hell? Who does that, Adam?
I know.
Yeah, it was just something I had been thinking about for a long time, and I guess like the morphine, it was speaking to me about like, yeah, this year is the year.
This is a year.
That's any other person could have definitely used that as an excuse to wait
I'm
a
gonna lay
year,
this one low.
but not Kate. And that speaks volumes to the passion, the drive, the motivation that you have to put on this event. So I know it's going to be awesome
It is awesome.
for 2025. I know it was awesome for 2024. I know it will be awesome for 2025.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it's going to be like precisely 2 times as awesome, I think. Yeah.
Whoa.
Each year we'll just keep that up
I
Dang.
love it.
exponentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
Adam,
By year 12,
Yeah.
Leo DiCaprio will be
you'll
hosting
need
it.
face surgery for smiling.
Nice.
All right, Adam, can we send Kate off to keep planning for winter break with a little dad joke?
With a little dad joke?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
love that.
I can fire off a dad joke for you.
Before you do, Kate,
oh,
thank
okay.
you, because we're going to end this thing as soon as the dad joke is done. But thank you for joining us. Good luck with everything, and we'll see
Thank
you
you for
there.
having me.
And keep up the great work with winter break. Adam?
What did one snowman say to the other snowman, Kate?
Oh, winter theme too. This is amazing. I don't know, Adam. What did one snowman say to the other?
Do you smell carrots too? Oh, you had the rim shot ready to go through.
This ain't my first podcast, bro.
That made it work.
All right, you two. Have a good one.
Gorgeous. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Kate.